It's patch day and you don't know what to play. There's so many changes and you're not sure which one is the strongest that you can take into ranked. And well, I've done the testing and studying for you so you don't have to suffer. My name is Jinx JK, and today we're going to look at the most consistent Soulbound build that's very strong all the way up to challenger lobbies and can even beat the feared Blender comp. Let's take a look. So here we have the build, we have our Soulbounds in the Lucian and Senna, and then we're looking to fill out our synergies with 3 Shadow and 3 Summoner. These are going to be our main focus. And then we're looking to finish out the build with Mystics in the Nami and Soraka. Now there are some early requirements for the build, as I don't think you can force this with much success. Let's talk about that. On that first carousel, you're looking for a Senna with half a Guardian Angel or Morello component, meaning BF Sword, Chain Vest, Rod, or Belt. If you're not grabbing the Senna, then we need that BF Sword off of the first carousel. Other than that, the items priority in order are Guardian Angel, Giant Slayer, and then the Morellonomicon. Those are the 3 key items of the build. As far as leveling goes, use the information from my previous videos as well as your own experience to determine when you're going to level. Do you have absolutely no 2-star units? Then stay level 4 a little bit longer so you can hit those 1-cost upgrades. Have you hit your upgrades and your build requires 2 costs and 3 costs primarily? Then look to push the early level on stage 2-5. Let's look at the early game. You got your classic woodlands. Wardens are doing really well right now, and these are the units that you're going to be collecting on the bench. You're going to be throwing them in once they're upgraded, of course not giving up your front line yet. Now, as far as which shadow to use, you want the Scion over the Kindred, and that's because he provides the much needed crown control and much needed front line in the build, as your only front line doesn't really get there until you 2-star your Yorick and the Annie. For the mid game, you're looking to prioritize these 2 Shin synergies. Get them online as soon as possible, the 3 Shadow and 3 Summoner, with either using the Annie or Yorick, whichever one you hit first, level 7. Now, as soon as the Lucian comes out to play, that's when you can drop our Wardens that we're using for our front line right now. Here we go. Now what you want to do with the Lucian is you actually want to put him up front. You want him to die as early as possible because that way he becomes untargetable and he can just go to town with his ultimate over and over and over again. As for the Senna, we do want to position her in the middle because of the pesky assassins. They're going to be jumping and you just want her to live as long as possible. Let the assassins kill the Zyra, the Annie, the Mouse first, and then once they get to her, they're gonna kill her, but because of the Guardian Angel, they will retarget to another unit that is alive, buying her more time for the Lucian to go to town. Now for the late game, this is where you're going to scout and you're going to take a look. Do you need Mystics for the build? Then you're going to go for the Nami and the Soraka. Otherwise, if there's absolutely no need for Mystics at all, maybe it's a lobby full of assassins, then you want to look to grab the Thresh and Nautilus. And that will complete your build at level 8. Do put these units on the corners against those assassins, just buying you, and their wardens as well. So it will just buy you as much time as possible, basically, for the Lucian to eliminate the enemy. We're going to finish today's video with some commonly asked questions. Why the Morellonomicon on Senna? Well, when Senna ults, she works in the exact same manner as Nami does. She empowers her allies' auto attacks, meaning they can apply the Morello debuff. Now, this only works with Morellonomicon and the Inferno buff. This has been confirmed by Riot Mortdog. Do not put red buff on Senna, do not put Hush on Senna on hits, do not get applied to her allies. It's just the Morello and the Inferno buff. Next we have, what about Master Yi? If I get a Master Yi 2, can I use that instead of the Scion for the build? No. It does give you Mystic, but a Master Yi without Blade Master buff, without items, is not a good unit at all. Okay, up next we have, what about the 6 light variation? Yes, I know about the 6 light variation, but that one requires the Talisman of Light, making it a little bit inconsistent as the build isn't that good if you do not get this item. And finally, we have my most commonly asked question, is about transitions. How do I transition? The best advice that I can give you for that is watch streamers and just see what they're doing when they're doing it, and always ask yourself, why did they do what they did? Why did he spend only 10 gold there? Why did she level up and not spend any gold at all? It might be because of the board strength, it was already super strong. It might be because of the health. She had a lot of health to play with, and so we're using our health as a resource. That's the best tip that I can give for transitions, and just play a lot. It will come with experience. Finally, what are some other great builds that you can use in this patch? Summoner Sins and Blade Master Noct are still very, very good. I do have a video on those as well, so check those out. But until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.